I would like to introduce first our guest from Indonesia, Abdul Qayum Sahib. He is worldwide. He occupies a very important office in oil and gas corporation of Indonesia, and he travels for various important jobs to conduct researches, to make contacts, etc., etc. But the greatest introduction to him is not this worldly introduction. He is son of a very great muballigh of Ahmediyya, who was one of the early converts to Ahmediyya. When was your father converted?
1925.
1925. By the tabligh of Maulvi Rahmat Ali Sahib?
By Maulvi Rahmat Ali.
Maulvi Rahmat Ali Sahib, that's right. And would you tell us a little about your father yourself?
About my father?
Yes.
Yeah, my father is converted to Ahmadiyya in 1925, and then he went to Qadian in 1926, and 1926, and
to study Ahmadiyya.
Yeah, and then
2 years before my birth.
Yeah.
Or more than 2 years, because I was born on the 28th of December, 1928. So if he went early, then it was more than two years.
Yeah.
Before my birth, yes, mashallah.
And then he...
Well, Abdul Wahid Sahib was his name. Abdul Wahid, isn't it?
Wahid, yeah.
Yes.
He got his honor in Arabic degree in 1931.
Mashallah.
And then he goes to Maulvi Fazil School.
Yes.
And completed in 1933.
Mashallah.
And then he back to Indonesia. He appointed as the first Mubalik.
He remained there without ever visiting Indonesia during this period of his student.
No, yeah. He remained 10 years in.
10 years continuously.
Almost 10 years, yeah.
Mashallah.
And he became.
So he returned in 1936.
Yeah, he returned in 1936, and he.
But that was the time when I started remembering meeting Indonesians and remembering them, and we used to call them Sumatris.
Oh yes, Sumatra.
Were they all from Sumatra?
Yeah, this is my father called Wahid
Abdul Wahid Sumatri.
Sumatri, yeah.
That's right. I remember that. So how could one imagine that a child who was born 2 years after his visit to Qadian would remember him walking about in the streets of Qadian, and he was a very popular student. A very good temper and sense of humor.
Yeah.
And he spoke to every child, everybody, and that is why he impressed himself upon me in my early memories.
And he's become the first non-Indian Pakistan Mubalik.
Yes.
That's the first.
First ever.
Yeah.
Mashallah. So he created history.
And then the first foreigners,
that's right, yes.
Indians, Pakistan.
And then was he posted back to Indonesia or somewhere else?
Yeah, he to West Java.
To West Java.
West Java.
And how long did he serve there?
Yeah, until he died.
In West Java throughout?
West Java sometime.
But within Indonesia?
Yeah, within Indonesia.
He was never posted out anywhere else?
Never.
And who was the missionary who was posted in Holland for a while?
That is the Mulya Abu Bakar Ayub.
Mulya Abu Bakar Ayub.
He is the second Indonesian to be nominated.
I remember meeting him, and he was one of the senior most.
Yeah.
So he was second to your father?
Yeah.
In order of seniority?
Even, but he graduated first.
He graduated first?
Yeah.
I see.
He got the honor in Arabic degrees.
Before your father did?
Yeah, but then he went back to Indonesia without appointed as Mubalik. But then he appointed in 1951, but appointed as Mubalik.
That's right.
But then
and his first assignment was to Holland or to Holland?
First assignment is in Holland.
And he remained there, I think, almost.
He remained there and then back to Indonesia as Rais Tabligh, but then back again to Holland, and then died in Holland.
Yes, he died in Holland. That is what I said. But I didn't know he had gone back to Indonesia.
Yeah, back to Indonesia, become Rais Tabligh.
I met him in 1978 when I visited America and Europe on my own privately with my family. So we also went to Holland and called on the mission, and he was there to welcome us, and then I remembered meeting him so closely. He was a very fine man too, a wonderful person, and he knew how to make coffee very well. It's very excellent. The first time I had taken coffee prepared from fresh beans, which he himself had roasted. He said, I don't trust the roasting of the companies, you know. These are fresh beans, I'm going to roast it before you. And the aroma which arose, he was a top expert in making coffee. And also, again, I don't know why, but all Indonesians which I remember from the childhood were of excellent temperament and full of humor. None without it. Why?
Most of Indonesians is like that. Yes, very friendly and full
everybody
of
in Indonesia is like this. This is a good thing. Good thing. They're not rigid-faced, poker-faced people, you know. They're very free, frank, and they negotiate with people of all ages, above and below them, you know, equally. And they have good sense of humor. But one thing I should warn you, both of you, that never eat anything cooked by Indonesians, particularly the Smartnians. They put so much chilies. You know, the first mouthful I remember having eaten a special dish they used to prepare, the students of Indonesia. They are very fond of cooking liver. And they call it liver cooked liver as cooked by them. It was chilies which were cooked and liver was put a little bit here and there. And I remember the first mouthful I started perspiring from head to foot. But still they knew how to cook so delicious. Even with so many chilies, the liver was really deliciously cooked. So after that, you know, I took good care of taking a little bit in every mouthful, not too much. So they all cook well in Indonesia. They're fond of this. And they eat chilies. All of them.
Most of them.
Right. So that was that. Please introduce this guest, and then we'll return to the question answer. During those days, I'm talking about 1978, late Sir Muhammad Zafrullah Khan Sahib was the Chief Justice of the International Court of Justice in Holland. And as such, he was the chairman or president, not the Chief Justice, president of the court. And he was very friendly to Maulvi Abu Bakr Sahib.
Very close.
Very friendly. And he almost called on him daily.
Every day,
Every day, yes. So Chaudhry Sahib took me from there to show me the International Court of Justice. And because I was his guest, you know, I was treated with every honor, and all the justices from different countries dined with me there. Although I was a comparatively youngest of all of them, because of Sir Muhammad Zafrullah Khan, they respected even his guests. So I saw the whole structure and the system of the International Court of Justice under Chaudhry Sahib. At that time, he rose to a very high level of recognition of absolute justice. All people trusted him. All countries, they would readily send their cases to him because they knew he was above politics and no country of the world could influence him. So because he did certain cases for the service of the Muslim world as well, So that is why I remembered him. The Arabs should remember him with kindness and kind thoughts. He's done a lot of service to the cause of the Arabs and the Muslims in general.